All right, guys, tonight, breathe, fellas. Breathe. Trust the process. Play the long game. All right. We're going to start with the Bible verse tonight, and it's a favorite one of many. It's one of those you see on like senior quotes, right? It's Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Why is that important for us? And why is this podcast tonight titled Breathe? Because I know a lot of you are stressing right now. I know a lot of you are getting into the season. You're not playing the position you want to be playing. You're not even in a lineup or in the batting order to where you want to be, or you're not even on the team right now, Johnny Bieber. And so a lot of you guys are starting to stress. You're starting to feel like all this work you put in is for nothing. And all this anticipation of the season and what's to come. And you're just feeling a little discouraged. Some of you are, not all of you, not all of you. Some of you are that way. So I don't want to just be a Debbie Downer about it and act like none of you are just rock stars and killing it and hitting in the three hole. I know Jeremiah is killing it over at North Mesquite, which is beautiful. And so for you, I say play the long game, right? So for the first guys, I say trust the process. For you guys who are feeling like, man, I'm killing it, I'm hitting three hole, I'm playing shortstop, I'm the ace on the team, play the long game. And so here's what I mean by that. The road to success, whether in baseball, business, or life, is not a sprint. It's a journey. Oftentimes we focus too much on today's results. And what that does is that allows us to lose sight of the bigger picture. So what God's saying in Jeremiah 29:11 is, hey, I have plans for you. No matter if you're feeling successful today or missing out on, hey, give me that ball. Unbelievable. Okay. Sorry, guys. We got a dog in here and we got somebody else flipping a baseball around and they're just going insane. My bad. All right. Guys, God has a plan for your life. And the road to success, long-term success, longevity, the success that we're all looking for at the end of the day is not predicated on today's results. Oftentimes we think today is like the end all be all. Whether we go 4 for 4, 0 for 4, that's how we feel about ourselves. But realistically, to get to where we want to go, we have to keep in mind that we're playing a long-term game, that God does have a plan for our life. And that plan is to prosper us, to give us hope, to give us a future. And where we're going is just predicated on the foundation of today. So Galatians 6:9 tells us to not grow weary. The harvest is coming. And just like great hitters don't panic after a strikeout, we can't let temporary setbacks shake our faith in the plan that we have for the future. So, man, it's just so deep and it's so convicting and it's so important as we sit here and think about where we're at today, whether we're in a place of I'm killing it, I'm so excited about going to the yard every day, or golly, we're only a week into the season, we haven't even started playing real games, and I'm kind of discouraged right now and kind of beat down. On both sides of the aisle, we need to keep a 3 to 5 year plan in mind. Where are you going to be 3 to 5 years from now? That's my question. Whether you're in a good spot today or a bad spot today, my goal is for you to see 3 to 5 years from now, I'm going to be at Texas Tech, even though I'm not playing or getting a lot of playing time right now. High school. 3 to 5 years from now, I'm going to be that high schooler that's dominating on varsity, JT Goggins. 3 to 5 years from now, I'm going to be a draft pick for some of you college guys. Start thinking in terms of what do I have to do today to set the stage or continue to lay my foundation so that 3 to 5 years from now, I have hope in a greater future. That future is coming, that harvest is coming. And so today is just all about breathing, putting it into perspective, knowing that whatever happens today is not the end all be all. It doesn't make you who you are. Nobody's sitting there with the pen and pad and like February 17th, 2025, this guy did this, and that's who he is. And that's set in stone for the rest of your life or your baseball playing career. That's not the case, right? Good scouts, good college coaches, they're going to see, man, that kid worked really hard on February 17th. He hustled. He had a great attitude. He concentrated and he gave his best effort when he got in there. And then they're going to look back again next year and be like, kid's gotten way better. And then the next year, wow, that kid's way stronger. The next year, dang, that kid is killing it. And all of a sudden you become a prospect, but it takes time. It takes so much time. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master a craft. Y'all know how much 10,000 hours is? If you simply put in 4 hours a day, 365 days a year, statistically, it will take you 6.5, almost 7 years to master a craft. The problem is some of you are putting in 4 hours a week. You know how long it takes you if you put 4 hours in a week? It take you 45 years to master that same craft. Reality is that ain't happening, right? If you're putting in 4 hours a week to pursue something you say you want to pursue, you ain't going to master it. Some of you guys are putting in 4 hours a day. And I would say you're well on your way, but understand that it's going to take every bit of 6.5, almost 7 years to get to where you want to go. And so play the long-term game. Set your sights 3 to 5 years down the road, knowing that if I stay consistent 4 hours a day, 365 days a year, at the end of 3 to 5 years, I'm going to get pretty doggone close to where I want to go. And then what that's going to do is that's going to give me a platform, or that's going to give me an opportunity to progress. Now I can continue to play the game. Dude, I didn't become the best baseball player I could be or even come close to my ceiling until I was 28, almost 29 years old. And I was sitting here just like you guys. Felt like I was putting in a lot of work. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. Like, I'm working hard. I'm doing it. I'm putting in all that time. And we're talking about 12 or 13 years later than that, did I finally start to feel like, doggone, I'm a really, like, I feel like I'd mastered my craft. 12, 13, 14, 15 years later than some of the guys in this room right now. So don't worry about today so much. Have a plan, put in the work, execute that plan. But if you fail, or if you're not in the lineup, or there's things that are outside of your control that are holding you back or keeping you down, it's okay. It's okay. Keep it in perspective. You're not going to ride this roller coaster. Futures Association members are not going to ride this roller coaster. We're not going to allow it. Because our hope for you is to show you that, hey, steady incline, right? Staying on a course that is hopeful, that is bright, that you will arrive at down the road is what we're going to maintain our focus on. That's how we're going to live. Again, we're going to be committed to the process. We're going to show up with a plan, and we're going to execute that plan. We're going to work hard today. Just saying, if things don't work out that are outside of your control today, then you're not going to get frustrated. You're not going to get angry. You're not going to get mad. You're not going to get discouraged and beat down. You're going to take it on as, hey, it's all good. I'm controlling my attitude. I'm controlling my concentration. I'm controlling my effort, and I know where I'm headed. I know where I'm headed. So it's all good. It's all good. I'm going to stay the course. I'm going to keep working. I'm not going to complain. I'm going to be a leader on the team. I'm going to be a leader in my home, a leader in my classroom, wherever you are. You guys are going to be committed to that 3 to 5 year vision rather than stressing over the moment. All right, guys. Babe Ruth said a quote. He said, "Every strike brings me closer to the next home run." Simple but profound. Every strike brings me closer to the next home run. So keep putting in the work. Let the results take care of themselves. Keep swinging, keep believing, and most of all, keep breathing, because you got to breathe. And when you get frustrated, when you get angry, when you get sad, when you get discouraged, or when you get excited and happy and over the top, big breath in, breathe, and keep that long-term goal in mind. All right, guys. Anybody have any questions? Anybody here? Is anybody impacted by some of the things I'm talking about tonight? Y'all feel that? Everybody in this room. Jack, Jeremiah, I can't see your cameras. JT, do you feel that sometimes? Colton, do you feel that sometimes? Nick, do you feel that sometimes? A little discouraged when things aren't going your way? Yeah, every one of us feels it, fellas. Every one of us. All right. Trent, I see you down there. So understand that you're part of a community that is going through the same things you're going through, that you're not alone. You're not isolated. You're not the only one in your friend group feeling these things. You're not the only one on your team feeling these things. You're not the only one in your house. A lot of times your parents are feeling this too. It's harder for them to admit it because they feel like they got to be the parents in the household, right? I'll tell you right now, you come up here to the Futures Association, you're going to have vulnerability from Nick Daly and myself and Bray Kimball and Matthew Risco. We'll sit down and tell you every day, hey, man, I'm just trying to stay the course. I know where I'm headed. Today's not perfect. I'm with you. You're not alone, young man. All right. I believe in you. I believe in every one of you. No, you're not alone. Stay the course, commit to the 3 to 5 year vision, and keep breathing. All right, fellas, I love you so much. Y'all have a great Monday night. Hope you enjoyed your day off of school. Go forth, be leaders in your community, love on the people around you. All right, guys? All right. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you next week. Keep tuning in.